So the first tropical storm stroke hurricane in the Atlantic has just started to form. It's called Erin, and it's moving west at the moment at about 20 miles an hour, heading in this direction, but most of the models are showing it will hopefully just kind of kick north a little bit before it hits the Bahamas. But there are a few models, just 2 or 3, that are showing it coming across this area, which would not be good. So I'm going to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I'm going to set up my anchoring system where I use 2 lines off the bow to a big swivel, and then I take 3 anchors off in different directions so that no matter which way the boat spins, it doesn't catch or tangle the lines up. And I'll strip the boat, take the sails off, even the boom, tie the boom to the deck, just to keep as much wind off as possible. And I think if it's not too strong a hurricane, if it does hit, that should do the trick, because I've done that before with boats and I haven't lost one yet. But this boat's a bit of a dancing boat when it's at anchor. It likes to sort of do this, so it keeps catching the wind on the beam. So I'm not so sure if it's a really strong one, silly numbers, category 5 with crazy speeds of wind. I don't hold out much hope. I don't know what I'll do, actually. I don't know where I'll go, because there's nowhere really to hide in the Bahamas. Anyway, I'll make a video of it all. Hopefully it won't hit, so this will just be a bit pointless, but I'll start preparing. Wish me luck. Okay, I spliced a eyelet into my reserve anchor line. I was going to film the splice, but then I thought there's already great videos out there on how to do that. So I've been checking out my anchor road, and to my horror, in my secondary anchor road, I discovered that. So I'm going to have to maybe splice it together, I'm not sure. I need to cut it and repair that, because that is not good. So this is the anchoring technique I use for hurricanes. I take 2 heavy lines off the bow to a swivel, and the swivel I use is rated for a 100-foot boat, and mine's only 32, so it's a very heavy swivel. And then around 200 feet of road and as much chain as possible, so chain and road to your anchor, and then at 3 different points, probably sort of south, north, northeast, north, northwest, that sort of thing. And it really then acts as a huge mooring in a way. But if you have that much scope, so 200 feet of scope, and I'm in 10 feet of water, even with a surge, say a surge of 20 feet, it'll take a lot to pull up on the chain. So as long as you keep the chain on the bottom, then the pull on the anchor is always pulling it in. So that seems like a pretty good technique. As I say, I've used it before and it served me well. I guess it's the calm before the storm. Erin's moving north-northwest now, while in Marsh Harbour it is so quiet. There's nobody here. Just had a warning on my phone, an alert that they're expecting tropical storm conditions in this area of the Bahamas down here, Turks and Caicos. So clearly the storm's jogged a little bit more west, which is not good. I'm up here, but if the storm keeps moving with a northwest trend, should be okay, but I think I'll get a little bit of wind possibly. Okay, I've moved across the harbour to put myself in the lee of the land a little bit because the wind's going to be coming the strongest from the sort of northwest, and this will give me the best protection. So I've just set 2 anchors, and fingers crossed, because it seems to be coming this way a little bit more. It's getting a bit stronger. The wind forecast has got worse since last night, so I'm now expecting probably 35 knots, maybe 40. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that Erin has passed us by. We're down to 10 to 15 knots now, and the worst I actually saw was 31. So I think we have, fortunately, dodged the Erin bullet.